Let's start a new video. What are we working on this time? So I'm about to start 6 more pipes. Obviously not going to show all 6 pipes being done in this video, but I can show you which 6 I'm going to work on if you're interested to see. Got this one. I got a new phone. Hang on. I got a new phone recently, and it has a privacy screen on it. And now I can't just look on the angle to see if I'm in the shot. But I think as long as I keep on this blue towel here, we'll be all right. Yeah, anyway. Kind of an odd shaped Dunhill. It's a root briar 34129. 19. Hang on. What is this again? 1983. Yeah, it's kind of like a billiard quarter bent hybrid type thing. This it's a Castello Old Antiquari KK. This is the US model, the US import model, and this is a Kino era, not a older Carlo Scotti, but still a very cool pipe. Got this here, some really nice grain. Sheridan's make Executive X. It's a Lane era, so 1965 to like 1979-ish. Got some really nice bird's eye on the bottom, straight grain on the sides. This is going to be a beautiful pipe. An interesting pipe, because that X actually means it's supposed to have a standard tapered stem. If it had a DC, then it would be this type of stem, the double comfort stem. What's also weird about it is that it has no shape number, but that's because it's a freehand. But why did they put the X and then put the other stem? It's obvious that it's the original stem. Wouldn't be a replacement. I don't know. Maybe they changed their mind at some point. Who knows? Sheridan did some weird stuff in the Lane era. Yeah, got this one. That's a Randy Wiley, 1992, shape 5. Some real nice grain on that side. Some really burnt areas on this one. That's gonna be fun. Stem's upside down. Okay, then we got this crazy one. If anybody's familiar with McCauley, McBurns. Yeah, this is a fresco model. If anybody's familiar with Mick, he is credited with bringing Dremel work to the mainstream in pipe making. So yeah, this is quite the interesting one, but all his are pretty crazy. What is going on here? I haven't taken this. This is a screw-in. What the? What is the deal? This is like a. I've not come across one like this before. This is like a Joby type stem. And there's something in there, like a I don't know. I don't think it's a stinger, but it's probably an inner tube. I don't know. I know, I'm curious. It doesn't feel metal. Oh, that's plastic. What the hell? Okay, now I'm just thinking somebody shoved something in there. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm sure this comes out. I can't force it with my hands, but if you're familiar with the Joby link system, that's what this seems like. But Macaulay did some interesting work. He had a seconds line. The name of it, I can't think of it right now. Maybe it'll pop in my head. But he took a lot of like 7-Ele stummels and would rusticate the shit out of them, turn them into something totally different, and then pop a stem on there, sell it as his seconds line. Anyway, this is the actual pipe we're going to be doing in this video. And I may already have this one sold. I had somebody looking for a 1969 pipe, not a specific brand. I did come across this one and another 1969 Dunhill. Showed them both. I think he was more interested in this one. That's why I'm doing this one first, but I'll probably do both and see which one he likes more. Anyway, it's a Barling 5897 EXEL T.V.F. T.V.F. stands for the very finest. Yeah, London, England. It's a sandblasted brandy. Got the silver cap, the military mount, army mount. There is a hole mark on here, which is how I got the date off of it. I don't know how well you can see it, but yeah, there's an EBWV, which are the Barling brothers, I believe. And you know, the dating code there. Anyway, here's the stamping. Again, can't see if I'm in the shot when I stand up. Oh, I was not in the shot. Yeah, so got some cake in there. Doesn't look terrible. Definitely a lot of oxidation on this one. It's all crystallized, and I think the rim is going to be alright, but we'll find out. Silver will clean up just fine. First things first, gotta get it in the deoxidizer. Briarville deoxidizer, to be exact. Ooh, look at that. Nice and nasty. No, it's not black coffee or Coca-Cola. Although you would think it, right? Get that out of the way. Revisit that in 24 hours. You know, as I'm looking in my drawer of scrapers, let me show you something and see what you guys think. I just picked this thing up on smoking pipes, I believe. It looked cool. I'm always willing to give something different a shot. Ooh, nice handle, right? It's made by Nerup. Here's what I'm skeptical about. This is dull. So dull. I mean, I liked it because it had the rounded tip, which should fit in a bowl and still scrape the floor of the bowl, which is usually a problem and relatively complicated. But not only is this wide, I mean, I would like it to be probably a quarter of an inch or so less than that, and sharp. Maybe I'll grind it down, I don't know, but we're gonna give this a try, see what happens. Barely fits in this pipe. I don't know, I'm gonna have to play with that and see. It's brand new, never used it. And we're gonna need some of these. Alright, first things first. Let's scrape. Let me get that out of the way. Let's scrape here. Come on. So what we have going for us on this pipe is the rim is already beveled, and if we wind up with some charring on that rim, we'll be able to just bevel a little bit more. A frequent thing that I have to do to hide burns or chips or whatever is to bevel the rim, and I hate doing it for two reasons. You know, you're altering the pipe from the way it was made, but sometimes I feel like that's the only logical way to make it look better. You can avoid totally topping the pipe sometimes, which I don't like doing at all. I'd rather not have to top the pipe. A lot of times you can get away with some sanding, which I don't consider topping, because you're not like taking it down a certain amount. But yeah, this is not only beveled, but it's smooth, so that's a good thing for us, well, for me anyway. And yeah, the other reason why I don't like beveling a rim that's not already beveled is it's kind of an annoying process. It's not difficult, but sometimes, depending on what you're trying to fix, if it's out of round a little bit, it's easy to, how do I say it, be a little bit off of centering and have it beveled more and on one side than the other. Then it becomes a little more noticeable. Anyway, what's going to fit in here? Start with that one. That beautiful sound, right? This is hard stuff in there. Pretty cementy. me see. I'm going to start lower. Oh, God. I hate that. Whoa. Let me move that. Almost knocked the deoxidizer over. It's got a cat. No big deal. Come on. All right, now this fits better. Let's see what this thing's all about. Not even sure how I should hold it. This thing might be better on mirror. With it not being so sharp, you know, if I left it as is, it's just, you know what, the handle's awkward. It's freaking square. If I had a handle like this, nice round beefy handle, it would definitely feel better, that's for sure. I'm going to abandon that for a minute and see something. Still don't get anything better than that. Let me get the flashlight out. I think we got it. I'm going to stand up and see if you could see any of this. Come on, don't go blurry. The walls look pretty damn good. So, what I'm thinking is this thing. Definitely going to try sharpening this, especially the rounded part here, because I do think that it could play a good role cleaning out the bottom of that. It's funny because I was just talking about this particular problem with this, or any other thing for that matter. I mean, these are okay. These will sort of get the bottom sometimes, not all the time. I was just talking about this with one of my viewers, Billy, who I got the pleasure to meet in person at the Columbus, Ohio Pipe Show this past weekend, and we were talking about how difficult it is to find like the right tool to clean out the bottom of that bowl. You know, all these do a great job at a specific thing, but none of them seem to get the bottom of the bowl. Yeah. Anyway, Billy, if you're watching, had a freaking awesome time meeting you. Billy's right over the bridge in Jersey. Hopefully we get to hang out at some point. Billy is Who's Your Patty? So if you see him in the comments, that's who I'm talking about. Alright, yeah, as far as that pipe show, had a freaking awesome time. But all pipe shows are awesome. Got the opportunity to meet a lot of people who watch these videos, a lot of guys who have bought pipes from me in the past or sent me pipes through a store. That's always cool, meeting people in person that I've done business with or talked to thanks to these videos or whatever. And I got to hang out with guys who I consider my friends, other pipe guys, other guys who have other channels that you probably watch. Yeah, good times, good times. Looking forward to the next one. Not sure I'm going to Vegas or Texas. I don't think I'm going to wind up at either one of them this year. But I think the next one for me is going to be Tennessee in March. What am I looking for here? The alcohol. These fucking spiders, man. Sorry, they get me nuts. All right. Oh, almost everything. Okay. Probably put a little too much right there. I know I had some questions in the comments that I planned on addressing in a video, and I can't for the life of me think of what they were now. I'd have to go back and look. If I remember, I will. I got no way to put this right now. Anyway, next step will be cleaning inside and out of the stemel and removing that stem from the deoxidizer and sanding that stem. You know what I forgot to look at on that? Damn it. I forgot to take a good look at the stamp on there. I know I saw a hint of it. Hang on. I'm going to take it out real quick. Let's move you out of the way. Obviously this is not ready, it just went in 5 minutes ago, but some of this will have come off already, and I want to see. Oh, it's not looking good. So what should be on here is what they call the Barling cross, which is, it should say Barling across it, and then Barling straight through that. So Barling two ways forming a cross. I do see it. I know you're not going to be able to see it. If I put this up here, you can, I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, it's barely there. I am certainly not going to hold my breath that we're going to recover that, that's for sure. I'm going to have to look back at this video and see if any of this was in the shop. I know I say it all the time, but as you've seen, it's one of my issues. Makes me neurotic about it now. Alright, it is 12:06 in the morning. We'll be back tomorrow night, probably less than 24 hours from now, to take care of the rest. See you then. Okay, we're back, and it's about 24 hours, maybe 23 hours. I don't remember what time I did this yesterday, but it's 11 o'clock right now. The next night, we're gonna get this out of the deoxidizer. I got a bunch of stems in here. I gotta find which one we're working with. No. Of course, I don't get it on the first one. There it is. Fourth time's a charm. Alright. Get it wiped down. This one was pretty nasty when we put it in, and it's still going to be pretty nasty when this is all dry, but that's why we sand. Some alcohol. Like I've said in the past, always clean the button area of the airway as soon as you take it out from soaking in that deoxidizer. This way you can clean this easily when it's nice, when all that gunk is nice and soft in there. Once you let it harden back up, it's a lot harder. This one doesn't seem too terrible in there though. Let's see, I'm curious. Hard to tell which is the top right now, because I don't see that stamping at all at the moment. Oh well, we'll figure it out. I don't expect to be able to save that stamping, but if we can, it'll be a bonus. Alright, make sure we're straight here. Where is my stumble? This is all good. We're all done. No, just kidding. This has to now go inside to the sink and scrub away. And that'll be the next step. That's what we do after I set up in the house. That's probably going to be tomorrow, though.